You're doing a wonderful job. May I ask this way? Sorry. May I ask if you know who the third chair is for, Mistress?
Mr. Spill? No, I don't.
Bill, I understand the two German ladies will be taking tea, but I don't know who the third is for.
Should we take a chair away? I do not think there is to be anyone else.
I don't know. I think 3 is a lovely number, isn't it? Just leave it behind. That's quite all right. Right. I'll just, I'll maybe just try it.
See how comfortable it is. Come on, then, sit down.
So as I was saying, they're about to take tea. Do any of you have tea within your own homes?
Yes.
You're very lucky. So you will know, ladies, as I do myself, within my own home, and I'm sorry to say I don't get so many visitors as before. I think it's perhaps to do with my writings. I was a little too honest. I probably shouldn't have mentioned the thing about the fact I married my cousin and he was already married to someone else. No, just forget that. So oddly enough, people don't really come to take tea with me anymore, or nobody of good society apart from yourself, madam. Although I've heard a few things about you. But as you will know, ladies, you who have households, that's the one key. The key to the tea caddy is the one you have and not your husband. It may be the only control we have within our homes, is the key to the tea caddy. And therefore it is our job, is it not, to dispense the tea and to sit and have a little gossip. It's not what the royals do. I would not be surprised, this is honestly true, I would not be surprised if they erect a great chocolate kitchen, because apparently they all drink chocolate. Have you heard this? Drinking chocolate? Yes? Far too expensive for me. I couldn't possibly afford it. But apparently, now this is true.
They're on the way.
Who do you think they are? I'm willing to take bets. What's your name? What's your name?
Dominique.
Well, Dominique. How much? Shilling?
2, make it 2.
Any advance? Oh! Get away! Get away! Go away! How dare you! How dare you! Oh, lady!
Yeah.
You must forgive me. These very rude people sat down in your seat. And also, there appears to have been a mistake. Do forgive me. I am Mrs. Manley. You won't have heard.
Okay.
I just happen to be here. And this is your tea table. And these adoring members of your court are here to wish you well, aren't you?
Thank you. Very good to see you. Well, we will sit here then and have our tea, for we are wishing to admire the new garden. We very much like it, and this is one part of the palace that His Majesty will not be changing. Of course, there are many other improvements you have in mind. Of course.
Oh, my foot hurts so much.
Please do join us, Mrs. Manley. I'm sure that if you are part of the court of the king.
Yes, I'm not scandalous in the least.
We are glad to hear this. I hope there is some scandal here. So, of course, I do not think you have ever quite had the honor of being at tea with two such ladies.
I have not, you know, I'm quite overcome. You don't mind if I just take some notes for future reference?
Of course not. I am sure that you wish to please us.
Maybe she wants to learn something, how things are done in Hanover.
I would love to.
Of course, you are learning from the king's half-sister and the king's
dearest friend
dearest
of
friend.
20 years.
Is that the case for, you'll forgive us. We heard, because of your radiant beauty, Madam, what name should I use?
Oh, I am Melusine von der Schulenburg, Countess. And as I said, His Majesty's closest, dearest friend.
Schulenberg.
SCH. He has been looking after me so well and such a mentor to my 3 nieces.
Yeah, he is most attentive to them.
I cannot begin to express my gratitude. He is such a wonderful friend.
You are very grateful, are you?
I am. Yes, ja, ganz arg.
And we were all a little bemused for these good ladies, knowing so little of their king, had arrived here expecting to see a queen, had we not, lady?
Oh, well, that is another story.
And it sounds like an interesting.
Yeah. You may put me down as Sophie Charlotte von Kilmensegg.
Sorry?
Sophie Charlotte von Kilmensegg. The Countess Sophia Charlotte Kilmensegg. I can remember Mrs. Manby. Why could you not remember Kilmensegg?
It's a very straightforward name, surely.
And I am the king's half-sister.
Are you?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
the
lovely.
king's half-sister. And nothing else.
I do not know, ladies, what you think we expect here at the English court, but I'll be quite honest. It is here at Hampton Court particularly, we are very used to kings who arrive with several ladies who are not their wives.
Well,
Charles II was hilarious. And indeed, this entire palace, you know, used to be under the control of Lady Castlemaine, who spent many years with King Charles II. So we in England, we are not naive, are we?
We are glad to hear it.
we are glad to hear it indeed, but
I understand, but we are confused as to the whereabouts of the Queen.
of course, but I hope this will show how different the Hanoverians are from the Stuarts. That the King Charles II, he had the Catherine here, and the poor Queen had to watch while he carried on, whereas the George I, the Queen misbehaved.
Oh ja, ganz grauenvolle Geschichte war das.
She was very young when she married him, but then so we all are we not, ladies? And most of us behave. Most of us do not find other lovers when we are bored.
But not Sophie Dorothea, no. She was eyeing the Swedish count.
Oh, the Swedish cat, he was very handsome, though, ladies.
Dashing
Anyone who was
man.
around in Hanover 20 years ago would watch him as he walked down the street. I myself, when I was a very young girl,
And it was nothing but Königsmark this and Königsmark that.
Königsmark, you say?
Oh, they
yes.
say that even my own mother, the Baroness von Platen, konnte, but das ist not.
And they exchanged letters all the time. They even wrote them in my presence. I mean, and she hid them in the curtains, in the stems of the curtains. Oh, very stupid.
Sophie Dorothea.
So here were we all thinking that the Hanoverians were dull.
Whatever gave you that impression? We are the light and soul of the party. What is a party?
Oh, as we are having now.
Oh, this is a party! Oh, I must light and soul of it! Oh, no, we are not all at all. Not at all.
Nein.
When Ernst August, my father and the king's father, when he heard of the Count Königsmark and Sophia Dorothea, he was furious.
Oh, ja.
Was a passion. You would not recognize him for a Hanoverian, so angry he was.
Sehr verärgert.
Und dann, when he heard that Sophia Dorothea and the Count might be running away together, he turned quite purple, I tell you. Quite purple. His eyes bulged.
Absolute. And then one day, and nobody knows how, the Count Königsmark just disappeared.
Disappeared.
Oh, yes.
He was coming to meet Sophia Dorothea, but he was never seen again. Oh. Now Now, there are many stories about this.
Rumors.
Why? Well, we never listen to rumours except when we are having tea.
And of course, I didn't want Hanoverian to be the life and soul of the party. She can be, yeah. Now, some say that the Count was killed by an Italian assassin. Are there any here from Italy?
Thank God we are safe for our lives.
Well, some say that this Italian assassinated and cut up the Count into little bits and buried him under the vineyards at Herrenhausen.
Or threw him in the Leine River. We're
We
not
do
sure which
not
one.
know. I think I favour the vineyard, for they say the grapes grew better after that. And I say to you ladies, if your husbands ever go missing, and you find that the grapes here at Hampton Court are much improved, then you must just dig up the vineyard.
So may I be clear, just for the sake of enjoyment, the Queen's lover, the Swedish Count Königsmark, was assassinated.
Killed.
Killed.
Umgebracht.
Oh yeah.
Wahrscheinlich. Man weiß es ja nicht genau.
Killed.
It's very fun, isn't it?
Hilarious. Killed and possibly buried underneath a vineyard. And where is the Queen now? Was she also?
Oh no, dear madam.
lady.
We are not savages.
They kill the man, we do not kill them.
Here at the English court, we're used to King Henry VIII.
Well, you set the standards there.
Sophia Dorothea, of course, had to be divorced from poor George, but she wanted to, for she did not know what was good for her, the silly girl.
That is true, ganz recht, ganz recht. And now she is kept for her own safety and ours in the castle of Arden, back in Germany, where she has been these
20 years.
Oh, a long
But she
time.
has a great deal of freedom. She is allowed to walk or drive away from the house 6 kilometers.
Imagine almost 4 miles.
A long way before she has to turn around and come home. And it is a remote castle, let us be fair, in the middle of nowhere.
Her peace and quiet, and we all like that, don't we?
So you must be most pleased to have her removed from your presence. I presume this means that the king is a little more accessible to his half-sister and his friend.
Oh, we are very grieved, are we not?
Very grieved.
Very
My
grieved.
poor half-brother, as I myself am so happily married myself, I am very sorry that my brother does not have a queen.
Come, Madam Kielmansegg. We are all friends here.
Are we? I had not realized. Well, I will try.
These ladies and I have known each other for years. So you may trust us. We at the English court are not green. We know that the kings like to surround themselves with many, many friends. So I am presuming that your relationship, the half-sister, is merely a cover.
Das ist ja unverschämt. Also die bildet sich ja hier wohl was ein.
A cover for what? May I ask? Speak it, my
Das
lady.
würde ich auch gerne wissen, für wahr.
I have a letter from my own husband that declares in documentary form that I have never been unfaithful to my dear husband, and I never would.
You have a letter?
I have a letter in my bosom which I produce whenever I am touted so greatly.
You are, of course, not doubted here, although we are all quite fascinated. Can you tell us the wording of this letter that your husband has written for you?
It declares that I have never at any time been unfaithful to him.
No? Congratulations, madam. Although I must say, I think it is a poor reputation that requires such proof and support. Do you not think?
What did she say? I did not understand. Well, now you have the proof. And in any case, Mistress Manley, may I say that the king is well looked after in the way we. Melusina here. She provides all of the comfort and the companionship that any man needs. You know what I mean, yeah?
Do. Well, we have more in common than I thought.
Well, I must flatter myself. I enjoy the privilege of having unlimited access to His Majesty. So if any of you ever needs a little favor, elevation to the peerage, madam, you know who to speak to.
And this unlimited access, Madam Schulenberg, this freedom, if you like. Yes. What is when the king is being free? What is his character? We have all seen someone we were surprised was very simply dressed and speaking not a word of English. Come, tell us what he's like when he's alone.
Well, as you say, he came here simply dressed, and that is very much testimony to his character. You see, His Majesty George, he does not like public pomp and circumstance. He is a very quiet man, is he not? And very withdrawn. And he works all the time. Every morning he will be in his office with his files working away, and he's very dutiful and very serious. But he does have a sense of humor, though people say he does not. It's not true that all the Deutschen have keinen Sinn für Humor.
Well, no, for you are as witty a lady as we have ever met, is she not?
Well, you have not met many ladies.
You see, it will be very difficult for some of his subjects to get through to him because he is always so preoccupied with the state affairs that it is virtually impossible to get hold of him, I find. Oh, so it was in Hanover. So
But now you have freedom of access. Is he so quiet when you are alone together?
oh, we do talk a great deal.
Oh, yeah, you entertain him in all sorts of ways. And you can't have the paper shapes together. She knows how to entertain her man. When they are alone together, she will sit with him and cut out the silhouettes in cards. You see how she knows how to entertain.
That's great in Augsburg. And sometimes we go to the opera and we really enjoy your company then also.
Oh, yeah, it's a great pleasure for me to share a carriage with you, Melusine. Yeah.
May I ask, ladies, as you are so free with your stories, and we are all fascinated, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes. Perhaps I might ask on behalf of my good friends here whether they might ask you anything that they would like to. For you see, I am only making notes for interest's sake.
Of course you are.
I would not wish to write this down, but perhaps if anybody else has any questions they would like to ask. There must be something.
Sind Sie gar nicht neugierig auf dich? You're not curious? Of course you are.
Why was the Queen's lover assassinated?
Oh, this young man knows how to hit the spot.
He is a man after my own heart.
Hello, what's your name?
Asher, right. What did he ask?
Why was the king's lover assassinated?
Well, I think my theory is, and you can add to this, my dear friend Kiemann's egg, if he was indeed assassinated, it is because a lady and a future queen must not have any relations with other men outside of wedlock, you see. It is quite all right for the monarch to do so, but as a woman who has the duty to produce an heir, it is very important that everyone knows that the heir is legitimate, you see, and if there is any other men involved, sehr schlecht.
That is bad, I know that.
It becomes a matter of state. Now, of course, we have no idea who orders the killing.
No.
No idea at all. But my father and the king's father, he was irresponsibly very concerned about the behavior of his daughter-in-law. So perhaps the Swedish count had to go. And
Maybe
in any
he
case,
just went on a
went.
long holiday.
A very long holiday, these 20 years.
Exceedingly long holiday.
To the vineyard.
But it would be very good if the king did have a queen. Do you not agree? Maybe while he is in England, his eye will alight upon some suitable English lady to be the Queen of England. Somebody who he is not afraid to acknowledge. Somebody with whom he will have legitimate heirs, of which we would almost desire. So, ladies, if any of you know of anybody suitable, any of you who are duchesses or countesses, But luckily we do have a very healthy, strapping young man as Prince of Wales, do we not? Of course, yeah, but it is always good to have a few extras if one needs them, do you not agree? The king, I know, would like some proper children of his own, not always be bothering with the nieces here of Melusina. Do you not pray that there will be a proper queen one day?
Oh, he has many nieces.
He does, and they look awfully like him. What a coincidence! And so perhaps, Mistress Minley, perhaps you should put in your private letter.
Notes.
Very notes. Perhaps you should put an appeal that a queen will be found for His Majesty. Perhaps to rule alongside him.
Yes, I have that. Yes, well, everybody reads my work, so I am sure it will not be long, Madam Schulenburg, before you will be able to relax a little and not feel quite so in demand.
Was meinst du denn damit? I should think you want a good rest by now. You have been a companion so long. So, Mistress Manley, you have these notes, and
I do. I thank you so much for all we have wished to know is more about you, and I think now we know a great deal, do we not, my friend?
Oh, well, I am glad.
Is there anything we can help you with concerning your new home with England? I know everything, not as much as that lady.
Well, we have been very disappointed to find that we cannot have any sort of hereditary title, for we are not direct descendants of Sophia, of George's mother. Therefore, we find that to get along here at court, there is much of a system of favours, a system of gifts, and I find everything here, it is 4 times more expensive than in London.
London is very expensive, yes.
Yeah, so of course, if there is any way which any of you can be of assistance to us, or we can help you, for we need people to serve in our households. You will come to us, and if you can help us, we can help you.
Bribery will get you everywhere.
Of course. Mistress Mendy, I do not know though, but I have heard that there are many writers of satire here at court, and I do not know if anybody would wish to be disloyal to King George. Can you explain why?
Satire, I spit upon it, madam.
Oh,
I do not write anything of the kind. I am engaged with truth, the honest truth and only the truth, madam, and therefore you will find in my writing that I am always willing to share the truth, whatever it might be.
of course, and so you will encourage all Englishmen to be loyal to King George, yeah?